Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to a nice Road to Glory, episode 29. We're still playing in this MLS Cup weekday knockout tournament thing for the weekend league, whatever you want to call it. I missed the first goal here because I didn't have my Gato on, which unfortunately you're just going to have to live with. But we get it through there to Martial, still running with Stoichkov in the team, haven't replaced him just yet. Get a nice little 1-2 there with Henderson, but I'm feeling the draw back to Bergkamp. Even though I think Stoichkov is better, it's just because I love Bergkamp so much that I want to go back to him. Also, Musa Sal in form. If you want a recommendation on him, don't get him. He's absolute turd. Pick him up for cheap for the potential SBC that will come up where you'll need an inform. An 83 rated inform's quite high and he's quite cheap. So if you want to do him for that, that's grand, but we're still playing in this tournament. It's not particularly interesting or exciting at the moment. Like I've told you before, I'm just doing it for the packs. Coming up against a team here, no chemistry, core players, and that's the standard you come up against in this team. In this tournament, sorry. We work things here out to Martial into Stoichkov, Stoichkov back heel to Failhaber with the goal before he always gets subbed off. Musa Sal here down the wing, too strong for Barkley, into Stoichkov, fake shot, somehow a penalty. Stoichkov decides to do a 70s disco move and do the splits for some reason, straight down the middle. Happy days, 2-0 from my opponent's corner here. Counter attack, Martial running free on the wing. I can't remember what goalkeeper my opponent had, but he clearly wasn't very good. Spank it in for 3-0. And from the corner, doing this new technique that I've kind of gone for. I'm going to test it out in the weekend league to see actually how effective it is when you're up against a better caliber of player. And if it's really good, I'll drop a video for you guys on how to do it. Titled How to Score Corners 100% of the time, you know, for that clickbait. Next game then, we're coming in. It's got a nice back line, terrible midfield, and a terrible attack. So it's like, you know, you've just picked up your team, just chuck a few MLS players in and hope for the best. Which is what most people do in this tournament. You can't blame them. The MLS players are hard to work into a team, and they're expensive now. Very expensive because of the David Villa SBC, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do unless I can pick up some absolute bargains, because I can't justify spending 60, 70k on him when he's only gone up +2. He will get a team of the season that will be better, and I'm never going to use him because I don't use a Spanish team or an MLS team, and he's not going to be an impact sub because he's too slow and he's got terrible stamina, terrible passing. That's about that. That team there is very nice, by the way. Nice little hybrid, no dead links. It's good how he linked them all up with the BPL players there. Very, very nice. Kudos to my opponent. But it's not enough, and we go 1-0 up there. Musa Sal. Very average. Very, very average. Long ball here. False 9. Let's just play long balls instead, because for some reason, I'm guessing this guy didn't have fullbacks to stay back while attacking, but they were constantly out of position. And you can see here for the third goal, the exact same thing. One long through ball, Martial in behind the defence, over to Stoichkov. Stoichkov dribbles nicely round for the little outside the foot shot. 3-0, game over, rage quit. But guys, that marked the end of Stoichkov in my club. He is gone. And this is the ultimate way to waste coins. A legend, a new legend is coming. New legend, an old legend, you're just going to have to wait and see. But through tax, ultimately I've wasted about 50k chopping and changing legends. You're just seeing in the background here what I'm selling at the moment. I had an MLS player that was Jamaican or something, he sold for a couple of k. I'm just trying to move on my gold contracts now because I've still got about 300 of them, not including rare ones. But this is the moment.
And he's opened the scoring here.
Yep, that's right. I went out and bought back Mr. Bergkamp. Even though I still stand by my belief that Stoichkov is better on this game, I just want Bergkamp, you know. It's that emotional connection to him, the emotional tie. I have a bit more fun when I'm playing with him. And I'm bored of playing this game to try and win. I don't care about the best players anymore. I find it incredibly boring now. Just spamming weekend league or whatever, or divisions, just using good players to try and win. I'd much rather use the players I actually like in real life and just have a bit more fun with them. And Bergkamp, he's come back in and he's changed my opinion of him a little bit. This Bergkamp, for some reason, feels better. I don't know why. Feels a little bit more agile, a bit more nimble, and just all in all a bit better than the last Bergkamp I had for some reason. Maybe it's the change of the player instruction. He's no longer set to target man, he's set to false 9, which could be doing it, giving him that bit more freedom, freeing him up a little bit more. But all in all, that's the team on the screen that you've seen is close to what I'm going to be running for the weekend league. It's just going to have Depay out on the right wing, Henderson centre mid, and Klein right back, with Varane centre back, Tremolinas left back. That's going to be it. It's going to be a French and English and Dutch team because you're only allowed 3 nationalities in the starting 11. Of course, subs don't matter for some reason. I really wish they'd extend it to subs so people can't just sub out players like I did in this MLS Cup. It's not fair. I mean, it's not fair. Both people can do it, but if you're going to have stipulations in, at least make them relevant to the entire team or squad, whatever you want to call it. It just makes the game a bit more interesting. If people are forced into using these players, it's a bit more fun, you know. It's not quite life and death. And then we come up against this team, very nice. Potentially a Roma fan. He's definitely Italian from that name, I'm guessing, Emmanuel Ferrari. And he's got Antonio Conte back there. Very nice team, few informs, very nice and expensive. And I thought this might be a tough game. And he gets through here with Salah. Mopara can't pull him down or off the ball, and he goes 1-0 up. But straight from kick-off, we're doing some nice work here with Bergkamp. Little drag back, out to Schürrle, Schürrle back to Bergkamp, Bergkamp into Martial. My opponent's sliding all over the place, 1-1. And in the 29th minute, still using the same corner technique, into Rooney, drilled across, Bergkamp's there, 2-1. Even though going 1-0 down, this game was never felt like it was out of my reach. Look at that for a nice little back heel from Kante, making it 3-1 with Martial with the finish. Schürrle here, just before the half ends, little backward body feint into Bergkamp, fake shot, gets blocked, into Kante. And I've got to say, if you're like me and you hate Kante because of his shooting and passing, but love his defensive work, put a dead eye on him. He gets me so many more goals now he's got a dead eye chemistry style. It's so much better. Honestly, don't bother boosting his defending or physical or pace or anything like that. Just give him dead eye. And at this point, my opponent had given up. He was sliding all over the place. And it's 6-1. We wrap up the victory. The last time I got to play in this tournament, I think I won it 5 out of the 6 times I played, which was fine. Lost once to the 1-0 part of the bus. Emmanuel Ferrari messaged me a couple of times. He was a little bit mad. But from our final pack, we get a non-rare whole player, Marshall 89, 3. No, but we actually get a Wobie in there, which was quite nice. I thought he might sell for something because this was just after the Champions League game when he scored against Basel. But alas, he does not. And that is going to be the end of today's episode. Let me know what you guys think about me setting coins on fire here through tax. I believe ultimately I've lost about 50k. I sold Stoichkov for 20k profit, Bergkamp for 30k, which was 50k, but then I would have lost 35k from Stoichkov and 50k from Bergkamp, so all in all I've lost about 35k. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you